Welcome to today's lesson. I'm so glad you're here. Before we start, do you have your notebook and your pencil or pen? If you don't, get them now. You're going to need them today. I'll wait. Okay, are you ready to go? Today's lesson is part 2 of converting units with multiplication. Today's learning target is I can use traditional multiplication to convert larger units of measurement to smaller units of measurement. If that sounds familiar, good. It should. It's exactly the same learning target as yesterday. Let's get started with some practice problems. Today's conversions are going to use the exact same math as yesterday. We're going to multiply every time because we're always going to start with a larger unit and we're always going to try to find the smaller unit. The only difference today is how much of the larger unit we start with. Yesterday, you began with small numbers, so 2 feet or 3 gallons or 4 pounds. Today, we're going to use much larger amounts, but the math will be the same. So check it out. Here's an example. In this example, we start with 2 feet. That's like yesterday. And so we know that we're going to multiply those 2 feet by the 12 inches that are in each foot to find 24 inches in 2 feet. Well, what if we had way more than 2 feet? What if we had, 57 feet? How would we find how many inches are in 57 feet? You're right, we're going to multiply. And this is where traditional multiplication comes in. So let's write out our problem, and we need to pay very special attention to make sure our place values are lined up. So here's a 57. And I saw this yesterday when I was watching you, many of you work. In your notebooks, you'd write the problem, but you wouldn't line up the ones places and the tens places. So we're going to make sure today that we really do that. All right. To convert 57 feet to inches, we're going to multiply 57 feet times 12 inches because that's how many inches are in each of those 57 feet. And now we have something that looks very familiar, a 2 by 2 math problem, multiplication problem. Let's solve it. All right, first answer line, here we go. Let's see, we have 2 times 7. Well, that's 14. Let's carry the 1. And then we have 2 times 5. That's 10 plus the 1 that we carried. So that's 11. Next answer line. Let's see. We're going to start with a 0, right? Always do that. And then we're going to multiply 1 times 7 and get 7. And we're going to multiply 1 times 5 and get 5. Now we have 2 answer lines. So let's add them up. And look what I've done. I just want to point this out. I have lined up my place values so that they're all lined up. Look at all the numbers in the ones place. 7, 2, 4, 0. Look at all the numbers in the tens place. 5, 1, 1, 7. They are perfectly lined up. And you need to do that too. If you don't do that, you will get the wrong answer. You can't add numbers that are in different place values together as if they were in the same place value. It just won't work. It never works. All right, let's add them up. 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 plus 0 is 4. 1 plus 7 is 8. 1 plus 5 is 6. Our final product is 684. That's going to go up here. 684 inches. And don't forget to use your unit labels. Those are super important when you're converting. We need to know that 684 what? Inches. Oh, let's get rid of the S. Inches. All right, let's try another unit. Let's try, Let's go with weight this time. All right, here's an example. We have 5 pounds. That looks like yesterday, doesn't it? A small number. We're going to multiply those 5 pounds by 16 ounces because there are 16 ounces per pound. And we're going to get 50 ounces. Wait a second. No, we're not. That's a typo. Yikes. Wrong. We're not going to get 50 ounces. 16 times 5. Well, let's see. That's 0. That's 3. That's 80. We're going to get 80 ounces. Oh my gosh. So glad I looked at that a second time and double checked. Now I found my mistake and I could correct it. Okay, back to the lesson at hand. What if we had way more pounds than 5? What if we had, I don't know, let's say 236 pounds, right? Well, just because the number is much bigger doesn't mean the math changes. It doesn't. The math stays the same. We're going to do 236 pounds times 16 ounces because there's 16 ounces in each pound. And again, we're going to line up our place values, but do the exact same math multiplication that we've been practicing for weeks now. Not weeks, at least a week and a little bit more. So let's see, we have 236 times 16. And notice how I line up my place values. The ones places are lined up, the tens places lined up, the hundreds place. Everything's lined up. That's so important. Let's get started with our first answer line. All right, let's see here. 6 times 6. Yes, 36. Carry the 3. All right. 6 times 3. You got it. 18 plus the 3. That's 21. So write the 1, carry the 2. And then we'll do 6 times 2. 12 plus the 2. That's 14. And I've even lined up the place values in my partial answer here. Look at that. Everything's lined up. Now, next answer line. Start with a 0 and multiply. 1 times 6, that is 6. 1 times 3, that is 3. 1 times 2, that is 2. And now we're going to add up our two answer lines together. Let's see. We have 6 plus 0 is 6. 1 plus 6 is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. 1 plus 2 is 3. Our final product is 3,776. How many ounces are there in 236 pounds? There are 3,776 ounces, and we're going to write it right there. Okay? 3,776 ounces. Okay, let's do one more. This time, you are going to help me, okay? We're going to move to capacity now. We have an example here. Something like yesterday, 3 gallons. We'll multiply it by 4 quarts per gallon, and we'll get 12 quarts. But what if we had far more gallons than that? What if we had, I don't know. What if we had, I don't know. What if we had 4,612 gallons? Yeah. Now how many quarts do we have? Now you need traditional multiplication. Okay. So I'll set it up and then you're going to do the problem and then we'll talk back on the other side. So let's set this up together. All right. We're going to keep our place values lined up and we're going to put our number of gallons on top, the big number on top. Let's see, 4,612. Notice how I put extra space between the digits. That's always important. It'll help keep your work organized and neater if you can create a little space between your digits, right? Use the paper up. You don't need to crunch everything together. And then there are 4 quarts per gallon, right? 4 quarts per gallon. So we're going to multiply that by 4. And look at how far over I put that 4. Look at that. That is right in the ones place, right where it should be. The tens place, the hundreds place, thousands place, all lined up. And when I write my answer lines, I'm going to keep those digits lined up. All right. So what is the next answer line going to read when you're done multiplying? Actually, what am I talking about? This is a 1-digit product. There is only one answer line. It's your final answer. So you know what? Go ahead and just do this problem, okay? Take out your notebook. Take out your pen. Do this problem on paper. Set it up neatly. Practice, okay? Setting up your digits. Come back with the final answer, and then we'll see if you're correct. Go. All right, welcome back. Let's do this. Okay. 4 times 2. Yep, you got it. 8. 4 times 1. You got it. 4. 4 times 6. 24. Let's write the 4, carry the 2. And 4 times 4 plus 2. Well, let's see. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus the 2 is 18. So we have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, comma. We have 18,448 quarts in a gallon. In 4,612 gallons. Woo, I'm tired. Okay, so we're gonna write that in. Let's see. We did 4,612 gallons times 4 quarts, and we got 18,448 quarts. Okay, very good. You want to try one more? Let's do it. We're going to add time to our mix today, okay? The larger unit we're going to start with today are minutes, and we're going to convert to seconds, the smaller unit. And here in the example, we can see that 3 minutes times 60 seconds per minute equals 180 seconds. 3 times 60. So what if we had, I don't know, how about 84 minutes? Could you do that? How many seconds would be in 84 minutes? Well, let's set it up, and then you're going to do the problem. 84 times 60 seconds per minute. And notice how I kept the place values lined up. You're going to do that as well. Keep your place values lined up. This is a 2x2 digit multiplication problem, okay? Go ahead, solve this problem in your paper, on your notebook, and I'll meet you back on the other side, and we'll compare answers. Go. Okay, welcome back. Let's do this up. First answer line. We have 0 times 4 is 0, and 0 times 8 is 0. All right, we'll start the next answer line with a 0, and we'll keep multiplying. 6 times 4 is 24. So let's write the 4, carry the 2. And then 6 times 8 is 48, plus the 2 is 49, 50. 50. So now we have 5,040 plus 0. So I guess we don't need to do too much multiplying here, but let's add them up anyway. 0, 4, 0, 5. 5,040 seconds in 84 minutes. So what did we do? We're going to record it just like you're going to record it in today's practice. We did 84 minutes times 60 seconds, and we got 5,040 seconds. And I'll clean that up a little bit there. Okay, 5,040 seconds. All right, let's get practicing.